We have such sights to show you. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's delve into the twisted and chilling world of Hellraiser, where the boundaries between pleasure and pain blur, and the enigmatic Cenobites rule.
We can't. Not alone.
Today we delve into the story of the Female Cenobite, one of Hell's most haunting creations. Her journey from a sin-obsessed nun to a tortured yet pivotal figure in Hell's army is one of transformation, torment, and dark alliances. Let's unravel her tale, exploring her origins, life as a Cenobite, and her role in the Hellraiser mythos.
Maybe. But if you need...
Early life. Sister Nikoletta. Before becoming a Cenobite, the female Cenobite was Sister Nikoletta, a devout nun. Despite her spiritual upbringing, Nikoletta harbored a deep fascination with sin. This obsession grew unchecked, consuming her thoughts and desires. Her fixation became so intense that she sought out sin rather than repenting for it, a path that would ultimately lead her to hell. Her descent began when a mysterious traveler arrived at the convent seeking shelter. This man, sensing her sinful nature and inner turmoil, presented her with the Lament Configuration, a puzzle box that serves as a gateway to hell. Drawn by her insatiable curiosity and longing for forbidden experiences, Nikoletta solved the box. In doing so, she summoned the Grillard Cenobite who dragged her into hell. There, she was stripped of her humanity and given the opportunity to embrace her sinful desires fully, albeit at a terrible cost.
We had to hear it from your own lips. This...
Transformation into a Cenobite. In Hell, Nikoletta's transformation was both physical and psychological. She was clad in the iconic black leather attire of the Cenobites, which revealed portions of her mutilated flesh. Her hair was shaved, and her body was modified in grotesque ways to reflect her new role. Most notably, her throat was slashed and pulled back with 5 wires, creating a permanent gash that rendered her voice a raspy whisper. A pin was driven through her nose, adding to her menacing appearance. Her skin tone was altered to a bluish-gray hue, making her appear otherworldly. From the very beginning, Nikoletta, now the female Cenobite, was paired with Pinhead, the leader of Hell's Cenobites. Together, they became an iconic duo, tasked with collecting souls and enforcing Hell's twisted sense of order. As a Cenobite, Nikoletta was relentless, embracing her role with zeal and relishing the torment of those who summoned her. Pension Veneer, the artist's hell. The female Cenobite's story intersects with a peculiar chapter involving Pension Veneer, a suburban township inhabited by artists and poets who had made deals with the Cenobites. The arrangement was simple. In exchange for inspiration delivered through their dreams, the artists would occasionally provide the Cenobites with a sacrifice. These sacrifices were often gruesome and reflected the town's dark pact with hell. Nikoletta, alongside Pinhead, Butterball, and Sloth, arrived in Pension Veneer to claim their latest sacrifice. However, a poet named Emmaus managed to convince Pinhead that the current director of the township, Barsack, was a more fitting offering. The Cenobites agreed, dragging Barsack to hell and appointing Emmaus as the new director. This incident highlighted the Cenobites' ability to be swayed by logic and persuasion, even as they remained agents of chaos and destruction.
Come with us. Taste our pleasures.
Hellraiser, the first encounter. The female Cenobite made her cinematic debut in the original Hellraiser, 1987, portrayed by Grace Kirby. She was one of the 4 Cenobites summoned by Frank Cotton when he solved the Lament Configuration. Alongside Pinhead, Chatterer, and Butterball, she dragged Frank to hell, marking the beginning of his gruesome transformation. Later, when Kirsty Cotton accidentally solved the puzzle box, the Cenobites appeared once more. They were prepared to take her to hell, but were intrigued when Kirsty revealed that Frank had escaped from their grasp. This revelation led the Cenobites to strike a deal with Kirsty. They would spare her if she helped them reclaim Frank. The female Cenobite played a key role in these encounters, embodying the sinister allure and terrifying power of the Cenobites. Her interactions with Kirsty were marked by a chilling intensity as she sought to demonstrate the pleasures and horrors of hell.
No more delays, Kirsty. No more teasing.
Hellbound. Hellraiser 2. In Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, Now portrayed by Barbie Wilde, the female Cenobite's character was further developed. When Kirsty was institutionalized after her first encounter with the Cenobites, Dr. Channard, a deranged psychiatrist, obtained the Lament Configuration and summoned the Cenobites once again. This time, they allowed Kirsty to explore Hell, only to confront her later. As events unfolded, Kirsty discovered that the Cenobites were once human and had their memories erased upon transformation. This revelation became a turning point for the Cenobites, including Nikoletta. When the newly created Dr. Cenobite threatened Kirsty and her companion Tiffany, the female Cenobite joined Pinhead, Chatterer, and Butterball in opposing him. However, she was the first to fall in the ensuing battle, reverting to her human form and revealing her true identity as Sister Nikoletta.
Think! Enough!
Resurrection and the comics. Despite her death in Hellbound, the female Cenobite's story continued in the Hellraiser comics. 20 years after her demise, she was resurrected by Pinhead, who spilled blood on the site of her death. Her resurrection was a significant moment as it marked her return to Hell's service alongside Chatterer. One notable story involves Davis Feldwebel, an artist who sought inspiration by opening the Lament Configuration. Pinhead and the female Cenobite appeared, guiding him through Hell's twisted pleasures to enhance his artistry. Feldwebel's journey ended with him being transformed into a living work of art, a testament to the Cenobite's ability to manipulate and destroy. Another tale recounts the creation of a new Cenobite, Cassidy, a horse trainer thrown into Hell by the puzzle guardian Winehead. Pinhead, female, and Butterball oversaw his transformation, witnessing his agonized screams as he became the trainer Cenobite. This story highlighted the female Cenobite's continued role in shaping Hell's ranks. Dreams and influence. The female Cenobite also appeared in the dreams of Janice Bauer, a celebrated actress. These dreams, orchestrated by the Cenobites, served to inspire Janice's performances by subjecting her to unspeakable torment. The footage of her torture was even used in a film, blurring the line between fiction and reality. Janice's continued success, marked by her wearing a Lament Configuration necklace, suggested that she remained under Hell's influence. Legacy and impact. The female Cenobite's journey through the Hellraiser franchise is one of evolution and resilience. From her origins as Sister Nikoletta to her transformation into a Cenobite and her eventual resurrection, she embodies the themes of sin, punishment, and the perverse allure of Hell. Her partnership with Pinhead and her role in various tales of torment and transformation solidify her place as a key figure in the Hellraiser mythos. Through her actions and the stories she inhabits, the female Cenobite reveals the dark intricacies of Hell's operations and its influence on the mortal world. Whether inspiring artists, shaping new Cenobites, or confronting her own humanity, she remains a haunting and unforgettable character in the Hellraiser universe. Appearance. A haunting vision. The female Cenobite's appearance is both grotesque and captivating, reflecting the twisted artistry of Hell's transformations. In her initial form, as seen in Hellraiser 1987, she has bluish-gray skin and wires emerging from her cheeks. These wires are intertwined into a metal half-circle frame with 6 additional wires extending downward to her throat, where her flesh has been cut and peeled back to be held by these wires. A nail pierces her nose and numerous cuts mark her sides, adding to her terrifying visage. Her deeply sunken face, particularly around the temples and eye sockets, further emphasizes her otherworldly nature. She dons a leather robe similar to other Cenobites, with the stomach area exposed, revealing more of her mutilated body. In Hellbound, Hellraiser 2, 1988, the female Cenobite underwent a transformation akin to a makeover. Much like Chatterer, her skin tone became lighter, adopting a more whitish hue, and her face was less sunken in, making her appear slightly more human-like. The wires on her face were reduced to just 2, and the few remaining hairs on her head were completely removed. Despite these changes, she retained her haunting presence and iconic features, continuing to embody the eerie elegance of the Cenobites.
We want the man who did this.
Our nerdy thoughts. And there you have it, the harrowing and fascinating story of the female Cenobite, a character whose journey captures the essence of Hellraiser's macabre allure. From her transformation as Sister Nikoletta to her enduring legacy as one of Hell's most iconic figures, her tale reminds us of the thin line between desire and despair. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Hellraiser universe. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite moment involving the female Cenobite? And which other characters or stories would you like us to cover next? Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and remember, the box may hold many answers, but some questions are best left unasked.
What the heck, I'll laugh anyway.